Hey y'all, it's me, the nosy goddess, and today we're getting into the business of Wendy Williams. She interviewed with Don Lemon, and I'm going to play the full interview and then we'll come back and see what's what. Now, keep in mind, she did interview with Charlemagne previously. It was interesting, and that interview, full interview, is on my other channel, the Trillion Dollar Goddess. I will put the link in the description of this video in case you want to catch that one too. I believe it had a different vibe because they worked together for a very long time and they had a different connection. Her niece, Alex, helped with the interview. So if you hear Alex, this is Alex and Wendy. And they're also going to talk about a guardian, the evil guardian. And this is her. So just so you know who's who. But yeah, we're going to get into this interview with she and Don Lemon.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Don Lemon Show. I'm so glad that you are here. As you said, you see, this is Hot Topics, and how interesting that we're doing this on Hot Topics here in New York. Hot Topics. Wendy ran in New York at 10 a.m. She did Hot Topics. She's now the hot topic on this show. Okay. So her niece called me last night. I'm in DC on business, on assignment, speaking at the National Press Club. And her niece called me and said, Don, Wendy wants to speak to you tomorrow morning. Can you do it at 7:30 in the morning? And I said, sure. Okay, how do we do this? And he said, she's speaking to Charlemagne. She wants Charlemagne to go first. I said, that's no problem. I love Charlemagne. It's all great, all good. And so we arranged it for her to call me this morning. And when she didn't call at that time, her niece became really, really nervous about it and thought that maybe they had taken her phone away. And so now I'm going to play the interview. I'll come back on the other side. It's about, I think, 15 minutes long. We're going to come back on the other side and we're going to talk. Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Dawn.
Wendy, I miss you.
Dawn, look, my phone is with the guardian person. You know what I'm saying? This phone that we're talking on is a phone where I can call you, but you can't call me. I've never heard of a phone like this in my life. Anyway, it's good to talk to you.
It's good to talk to you. They didn't take your phone after this interview you did with Charlemagne, did they?
Listen. Look, my life is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I've been with this guardian person for 3 years. For 3 years of my life, look, I'm isolated. I feel like I'm in prison. You understand? I can't go out. All I can do is look at the window, and anytime I go out, it's because I'm going out with the person that the guardian has assigned to me. So if I want to go out, for lunch, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then I have got to go with this woman. You know what I'm saying? If I want to go out, like my dad turned 94,
And you can't go. Wendy, let me ask you this. I heard the interview, and I want to cover some things that didn't happen in the interview. Now, do you remember the last time that you were at the house, and I'm just going to be honest, you took your wig off, and we had a real heart-to-heart, and I was like, here's the real Wendy. And I said, Wendy, would you ever go on without your wig and do a thing with me? You said, no, because this is how people know me. So, Wendy, I want to know what is going on with you. Why do you feel, do you feel desperate now that you're in a desperate situation? What's up?
Well, first of all, about my actual hair, is longer, but it's thin, and that's why I wear wigs, people.
It looks fine. Wendy, I said to you that you were beautiful, and I was like, this is the Wendy that people need to know with your hair down. So talk to me.
Okay.
What's up?
Okay. Well, what's going on is I've been in this system, like I said, for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm presently right now, I'm in New York at this place, and it's not to say horrible things about older people. It's just that the people that live here are in their 90s and their 80s and their 70s. And I don't know, maybe they're 60 like me. I can't tell. People are in wheelchairs. Some people aren't in wheelchairs, but they walk very. Listen, clearly they are not of my sound mind and body. You understand what I'm saying?
Wendy, are you incapacitated?
Hell fucking no. Look, Alex, please address what has been going on with me. Alex, by the way, has actually been here, right here. She flew from Miami to New York, and she's been right here, and she sees the people. She sees the look.
Okay, Wendy, I'm going to ask you. Slow down. Okay, slow down. You don't believe you're incapacitated. The guardian has said you're incapacitated permanently, and that you have dementia.
Yes, and
frontal aphasia.
You know what? Listen. And I don't know how much I can talk without being punished. You know what I'm saying? And I won't be able to see my dad, and I won't be able to, do anything, and I'll be stuck in this prison I'm in for the rest of my life. You understand what I'm saying?
You feel like you're in a prison, in an apartment in New York City.
This is not an apartment. I don't even know what you call this place. Like, I don't even know what you call this place. This is an old age home in New York. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Where people, bring you your pills, where people, the door is always, just knock on the door, I tell them. Don't just come in here. You understand what I'm saying? And all I have are the things that I have from storage, while my apartment has been sold, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all my clothing, I have a little bit of clothing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a drawer, there's a small closet, there's a big TV that through my money, the guardian person got me the TV that I want. You know what I'm saying?
Wendy, let me ask you.
What?
People want to know, how did you end up in this situation? How did this Sabrina Morrissey gain control of you, and how did she become your guardian?
Well, first of all, she's making money from me, you know what I'm saying? And she's supposed to be here to protect me. And this has been going on now for 3 years of my life. Alex, are you listening?
I'm here.
Okay, Alex, please talk, because Don Lemon doesn't understand what I've been going through for the last 3 years of my life. Alex, this is my niece. Please talk.
I know, Alex.
Here's the thing. Yeah, and here's the thing, Don. And I know the question that you asked, and I know that the reason, Wendy, one reason she can't really go in and answer fully is because everything is still so tied up in legal.
Okay.
And so she has to be really careful about what she says. And I get that. We talked about that. She knows that. So there are just certain details because of the legalities of it that she just can't get into. But Wendy, what's going on with you? We've been talking about this as a family. We've been sitting in this for a while. And, I was worried even coming into this interview. I was just on the phone with you, Don, before, because I didn't hear from you at the minute, the time that, we said exactly. And it's like that feeling of, was her phone taken away? Where is she? What's going on?
Yeah.
And if we feel that fear for her as family, I can only imagine what she's going through as she sits in this room day in, day out. She doesn't go out unless it's for an assigned appointment. Doesn't get the proper sunlight, doesn't socialize with friends. She doesn't have the communications that make sense to live in a world that we're in terms of 2025. A landline phone that can only call out, no one can call her, and a TV. I mean, that has been my aunt's life for the last year and a half.
And by the way, Don, I order a breakfast or a lunch or a dinner, and I always eat right here in the bed watching TV. I don't eat with these people on this floor. They are elderly people. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the people who live here, they're nice people. We always say hi to each other as I order lunch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then I always have it brought back to me, and I eat right here in the bed. You understand what I'm saying?
I do, Wendy.
You,
You feel trapped, and you said you feel like you're being imprisoned in this facility. I understand that, Wendy. People are concerned about you. They're worried. They haven't seen you, and the times that they do see you publicly, they worry that you're not the same as you were. This is not the Wendy that we're used to seeing.
Listen. And not only that, I only have like $15. This guardian person is keeping my money trapped, so to speak. She has all of my money. You understand what I'm saying? But all of the freedom that I want. You know what I'm saying? And through my money, for instance, I would like to go to Sephora. You know what I'm saying? So what the guardian person does is she will call up Sephora, because that's where I want to go. And then, I'll be able to buy stuff through my money, that this girl, it's a woman, this guardian person. You understand what I'm saying? Do you know my guardian?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, Wendy. So where your money is being held, do you still have money in an account somewhere?
Excuse me, no. Look, my money is, I have good money. I worked all of my goddamn life. My thing about being in New York is I want to work in New York until I have enough money and enough of what I've done in New York that it's now time to fly and live in Miami for the rest of my life. And that's always what I wanted to do, right, Alex? It worked out perfectly, I stopped doing the show on TV, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, it's now time to stop because my money is great money,
I understand that. People are going to say, well, why does this woman want to, have Wendy in a guardianship? And is she protecting you in some way? Do you believe?
First of all, she's making money off me.
How so?
Can you please talk?
How wait, Wendy? How is she making money off of you?
Well, you're my guardian, so you're making money off of me. Like for instance, when I was in Miami there's some legality things that I am not confident
I understand.
to talk so much about. But Alex,
I understand. I've spoken to Alex about this. I want to know, Wendy, you went to Lil Kevin's graduation, right?
Yes, and I yes, and we had a great time. Although the guardian person, you know what I'm saying? Look, I want to see my dad, for his birthday. Mm-hmm. And we had a great 9 days in Miami. The family is just, oh my God, we had such a good time. I mean, we went to this party place where the entire family was there, including my dad, you know what I'm saying, where the music was great, you know what I'm saying, where the food was excellent.
How did that come about, Wendy? How did they let you go to see Lil Kevin and your family?
Why? Because I'm the mother. And I gave him a car for his graduation. You know what I'm saying? And I saw him, walk across the stage, and I stood up and cheered. What are you talking about?
No, but I mean, how would they let you out if you're in a guardianship and you said that you feel like you're in prison?
You know what? Because I don't even know what the goddamn guardianship is in terms of stuff like that crap. You understand what I'm saying? I've been in the system for 3 years of my fucking life. 3 years of my life. You realize that at any given moment, I guess they will steal my TV, you know what I'm saying? So I can't watch TV, you know what I'm saying? And watch TMZ and see what's going on and watch you, Don Lemon, while you talk to Rosanna Scotto. You know what I'm saying? My friend Rosanna Scotto, who also named in storage, not in storage, but with the guardian person. You understand what I'm saying? Alex.
Listen, Wendy, Alex, I understand. Alex and I have spoken, and I just want to make sure that I get this. Go ahead.
No, listen. But I want to speak to my niece. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the three of us, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, this is my life, Don. This is my life.
Alex has your back. I mean, Alex is 100%, and we have spoken about how to get help and get people to understand what is going on with you. And that, correct, you want to be with your family. You feel that that's the best place for you to be. In Florida, right?
Excuse me, wouldn't you want to be? All right, I'm not getting an answer. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Like I said, I worked in New York all of my life. From the time I was 26. I was 26 and I started WBLS New York, right? I was doing WBLS like a beast. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, TV came along. I was like, oh, TV, all right. Well, radio is my God. You know what I'm saying? I love radio, but TV made more money for me, so I stayed on TV.
Do you want to go back to work, Wendy?
Why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? But I don't want to work I don't want to work 5 days a week. You know what I'm saying? I want to pick and choose what kind of work I want to do because that's the type of person I am now. You know what I'm saying? I want to pick, and I want to do it. I want to do it in Miami. You know what I'm saying? And I want to pick and choose because that's the type of person that I've become, and that's the type of person I always wanted to be, living in Miami with my family.
What do you want people to know, Wendy, about this? Because I remember I had you on the show, and you started tearing up when I said, "Who is Wendy Williams?" Who is Wendy Williams right now?
Yeah, well, the things that I actually want, I've talked to Alex about. You know what I'm saying? I can't talk to you about that because what we're doing is we're doing something for the world to I'm talking back and forth with you, Don. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Alex, if you can do a little bit more talking, Alex.
Yeah, Alex. Well, hang on 1 second. Let me just ask another thing. Wendy, are you taking medication for anything? Because if you have dementia, as they say, or if you are incapacitated, they would be giving you some type of medication.
I think, well, I just want to say, and I think the medication part, that is very sensitive. And so,
right.
We've talked about that in terms of, having conversations about that. But, just here's where we're at. My aunt clearly wants to talk. She wants to get her messaging out there, but it has become extremely difficult. And she's so careful with what she says because there is this worry, there is this fear that A, she's going to say the wrong thing. B, there might be some sort of retaliation as a result of that. I mean, Don, the tears that I shared with you before this, prior to my aunt calling me, those were real in terms of what happened just by her moving the line slightly.
Yeah.
And so a lot of, people are hearing in terms of, my aunt talking about her life, talking about what she wants, but kind of doing her best with that delicate dance is literally because there are things that she just can't talk about, / there are things that she's concerned about talking about because she doesn't know
I totally understand
where that line is,
I totally understand that. And Wendy, look, as I said, Alex has your back. We were on the phone. She was crying before this because she thought that they had taken your phone and she wasn't going to have a chance, wasn't going to have any way to be able to get in touch with you. And that's how, go on. What do you say to that?
Wendy? I mean, that is a fact. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know what I'm saying? If they take my phone, yes, I could probably make a call, from somebody. But then, suddenly, like if I call you, Don, then now these people will have a telephone number to call you back, Don. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not in a good position because this guardian person will make sure that look, my life is screwed up. This guardian mess is, please, look, I am isolated. I feel like I'm in prison. I feel like, they're trying to control me, you know what I'm saying? And everything that I do, you know what I'm saying? If I chew, they don't even, look, my life is screwed up, you know what I'm saying? And the only thing that I can do for myself is I can keep myself a sound mind and body. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what, like I love lipstick. You know what I'm saying? So I have lipstick on right now. Why? Because I always have lipstick. It's not a big deal. You understand what I'm saying? Because I all of my clothing is here. Not all of it. Most is in storage. You understand what I'm saying? Like what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Alex, what am I supposed to do?
And you're doing what you can do right now, and that's why we're here.
Yeah.
I have to run.
Yeah, you got to get to work, Alex.
Yeah.
Wendy, you can reach out to me anytime. I'm sorry that we're supposed to talk for longer, or you were supposed to call earlier, but we were worried when you didn't call. So Wendy, feel free to call back anytime. I've been trying to reach out to you through your family. I spoke to Wanda and Alex, and they love you and they care about you. What final words, Wendy, before we let you go?
I want to talk to you privately behind by myself to talk to you. Okay.
Okay. I'm here.
I'm serious. I do.
Okay. Well, we're here to help, and I want you to talk privately, and I'm here to help, Wendy.
Yeah.
I'm only here to help, just so you know. Okay.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You take care. You take care of yourself, Wendy. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I
love you all. Bye bye.
You too. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Well, there you have it. Very sad. I don't care who you are, what you do for a living, what you've done in your past. Nobody deserves to be treated like that. Nobody deserves to be imprisoned in their own life. I heard someone else describe it as being in purgatory. They called it self-designed purgatory, meaning that she because of the things she'd done for her career, talking about people. They said making things up and exaggerating things. I don't know about all that, but she's the gossip queen, right? She was a walking, living tabloid magazine. A lot of people, were hurt by some of her news stories about them. I don't know if she cared or not. And some people say she deserves this. That's their opinion. But I personally feel that no one deserves to be treated like this, especially, you've earned the right to have a retirement that you worked hard for. She earned a lot of money. She says she has a lot of money still, but she can't access it. She has $15 to her name in this moment. And she is worried about being able to see her father before, maybe he passes away, because he's 94 years old. He has a birthday coming up, I believe she said in the other interview. And she has family who cares about her. She has a son who just graduated college. He's just starting out his adult life. And I'm sure, his mother being a part of that is important for him and for her. I'm not even going to speak about his dad. His dad is a piece of shit. So there's that. But I'm curious to know what you guys think about Wendy, what she has to say. What about this guardian? Like, it sounds to me like she is, taking control over Wendy's life and her money. She has full access to her money. So I don't know. I just feel like, God bless her niece, Alex, who seems to be able to have some type of communication as well as understanding of everything that's going on, as well as also to have some type of authority in her life where she can help manage these types of interviews. And hopefully Wendy at some point can get the freedom she deserves and maybe even be able to go live on her own time when she feels like it and talk about whatever it is she wants to talk about. Now, if you go to the interview with the Charlemagne situation, he did throw out there the things that's going on with Diddy and asked Wendy her opinion on that. And she gave her a very blunt opinion because Diddy is responsible. It's very public news for her losing her radio spot in New York because he didn't like the things she was saying about him. But here we are decades later, and it all turned out to be true. So with that said, I want to thank you for hanging out. Feel free to share this video, subscribe if you haven't done so, and definitely comment and let me know your thoughts on the Wendy Williams situation. Thank you so much. Till next time, and bye.